Morning, TK.
Morning, Pete.
Straight into the hard liquor this morning.
Tough way to start a Monday.
No mucking around. Straight into cocktails. This is a new thing we've come across last week for the wine store. It's basically a ready-made cocktail, pre-batched, which made by the guys from Starwood. So whiskey, Australian whiskey. Not much to this, just a really simple classic cocktail. So they're calling it the new old-fashioned. So old-fashioned traditionally with bourbon or rye whiskey. This is with their whiskey. Just a little bit of bitters and then some wattle seed syrup. What I love about this, it's just balanced. It's just so, it's dangerously easy to drink. I actually, when I first tasted this, I was like, I can't buy this for home because I feel like, you know, this is a little 500ml bottle here. There's about 13 or 14 standard drinks in there. I don't feel like it'd last very long.
No, I don't think you get 13 out of it.
No, not my drinks anyway. What are your thoughts?
Mate, it's pretty delicious, isn't it? Like, I'm not much of a straight up whiskey drinker, even though I love in particular rye whiskey, but it's just, you can really taste that the sweetness from the syrup cutting through there.
Yep.
There's a really strong hit of orange.
Yep.
And then I like it when the ice dilutes it a little bit.
Yep.
You know, rather than having a really big ice cube in there, the sort of the chipped ice, I think, takes any edge off it that needs taking off.
Yeah, it just cuts it back a little bit.
Yeah.
So, because there is a fair bit of booze in this as well. Let's not kid ourselves. I think, where does it end up? Sorry, should I check this before? Yeah, it's still 32%. So that's actually pretty high.
I think I'd rather drink something like that than a real sweet, sticky dessert wine.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's really yummy.
So is that what you're thinking? Heading something?
Yeah, I would. I'd go dessert. I'd go like an old school creme caramel or...
Yeah, right, with the sort of toffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You know, that burnt top on it that then flows down over the set custard.
So it's interesting when we talk about that sort of food and wine matching idea, there's that idea of either sort of compare and contrast, or, you know, you're just trying to sort of slide in next to it. And I think really with this one, it is just sort of sliding in next to it because there is that sort of vanilla notes in here. That wattle seed is going to take you straight to vanilla anyway. Yep. So I think it'd be a very simple sort of segue for your palate, I suppose, just to go from straight to that. What I love about this though is it's done. It's done for you. You don't have to muck around. So
especially Christmas coming up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty good.
And that's again going back to my original thought of just that idea of just having it in the fridge, ready to go at the end of a meal or whenever you want it, I suppose. But for me, I do feel like you said, the straight thing you go to that's a dessert. For me, I definitely feel like it's the end of the meal and sort of that one last drink kind of conversation, which probably won't be the last drink. It might be the 13 last drinks, but the idea of just having, everyone's got some ice at home, pour this out, you're going to impress everyone.
And if you've had a boozy Christmas party or a boozy dinner party, the last thing you want to do is go stuffing around making cocktails and stuff. To have it there. I think people are still going to think you're pretty fancy when you come wandering out with an old fashioned. So the convenience of it, I think, is going to be a great seller in the bottle shop.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. And I just thought, I think the packaging's fantastic. I think, but packaging's one thing, and there's a lot of great products out there that look great, but they've got to back it up with product. And I think that's the one good thing about the guys at Starwood, who are making some incredible whiskey, and then to come out with these guys, I reckon they look fantastic.
I think you can instantly tell that there's a quality whiskey sitting on the back end of that. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right. So we're going to do some kind of dessert, creme caramel. You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon creme caramel. Because it's old school and cool, and that's what we're about here.
Why
not? Market Bistro.
Yeah, exactly right. All right, all good. Well, cheers to old school and cool.